First of all, good morning to all of you. By the grace of great great God, let us start today's session. So I will start from the Huygens theory. We will start from the Huygens theory. So before we will start the Huygens theory, so I would like to tell the basic history of the light. How the concept of the light has been originated. Okay, so initially it was assumed that light always travels in the straight line. Light always travels in the straight line. Initially it was assumed that. And there is a well-known experiment. I have already told you that there is a candle and this is a cardboard. And see, this is a human eye. This experiment clearly shows that light travels in the straight line. Light travels in the straight line. But as the time progressed, the new theories came, and the scientist Huygens came. Huygens told that Huygens proposed that light travels in the form of wavefronts. Light travels in the form of wavefronts. Wavefronts, or he tells the wave nature of light. He tells the wave nature of light. He proposed the idea of the wave nature of light. Just as the water travels in the form of the ripples or in the waves, water travels in the form of the ripples or in the waves. Similarly, light also travels in the form of wave. So this clearly shows that the wave nature of light, and this is called a wavefront. This is called a wavefronts. This is called a wavefront. So very first definition that we come to know is what is wavefront. What is a wavefront? Wave means this word consists of two words, wave plus front. Front of wave. So the exact definition is, so please write, what is wavefront? The locus of all particles. Locus means, what's the meaning of locus? Locus means path. Locus means path. Path. Locus means path. The locus of all particles. Please write the locus of all particles. The locus of all particles vibrating in the same phase. The locus of all particles. The locus of all particles vibrating in the same phase. The locus of all particles vibrating in the same phase. Vibrating in same phase at a given instant of time. At a given instant of time. At a given instant of time. Given instant of time. Instant. At a given point of time or instant of time is called wavefront. It's called a wavefront. Again I am repeating. हिंदी वालों को बताऊं, जितने भी पार्टिकल्स है मीडियम के, ठीक है, अगर वो सेम फेस में वाइब्रेट करते हैं, उनका जो पाथ है वो क्या होता है? वेवफ्रंट होता है. क्या होता है? वेवफ्रंट. ठीक है, यहाँ पे जो पार्टिकल है और यहाँ पे जो पार्टिकल है, इनका फेस क्या है? सेम. इनका फेस क्या है? सेम. इसका भी फेस सेम है, इसका भी फेस सेम. तो फेस डिफरेंस क्या हो गया दोनों का? जीरो. क्या हो गया? जीरो. गेटिंग अ पॉइंट? द लोकस ऑफ ऑल पार्टिकल्स of the medium vibrating in the same phase. Are you getting a point? On the same wavefront, let us say this point is A and this point is B. Since these two points have the same phase, so point A and point B has the same phase. So what's the phase difference? Phi A minus phi B. Phi A is equal to phi B. So phi A minus phi B is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. And that is equal to delta phi. That is equal to delta phi. Delta phi is equal to phi A minus phi B is equal to 0. So phase difference of any two points of the same wavefront is equal to a 0. Are you getting point, Peter? Okay. Since these two points belong to the same wavefront, it means whatever the phase of point A, the point B has the same phase. Point B has the same phase. So the phase difference is 0. Phase difference is 0. See, this is the locus of all the particles of the medium vibrating in the same phase. Vibrating in the same phase. Okay. This side, that is wavefront is a surface of constant phase. That is wavefront is a surface of constant phase. Constant phase. Wavefront is a surface of constant phase. Wavefront is the surface of a constant phase. Okay. Now we have a three kind of. First of this side is wavefront is a surface of constant phase. Wavefront is a surface of a constant phase. Okay. Done. Okay. Now we have a three kind of wavefronts. We have a three kind of wavefronts. First is please write. First is spherical wavefront. Spherical wavefront. Spherical wavefront. Okay. Second is cylindrical wavefront. Have you done this earlier or not? Varshman, आपने किया I think. So Brahman, have you done this? You are doing it first time. Okay. We have spherical wavefront, cylindrical wavefront, and third is a plane wavefront. Plane wave. Spherical wavefront means it will be in the form of the sphere. It will be in the form of the sphere, and it is produced by wire relatable. It is, I think, become a habit. Rajiv, what is time? You are 20 minutes late. 20 minutes. I think almost half of the lecture. Almost. 55 minutes, 55 half, 27. So almost half. Almost 40. I think you have reached a session of 40%. So you are lagging behind the 40% rather than the other students. Other students. So this is the royal time. Morning time is the royal time, and you have to give respect to morning time. Always be in time. This is a very good habit. Be punctual. Punctuality is a very important thing in the life. If you want to succeed, if you want to excel in your life, the very first point is punctuality. Then your work has been assessed. First, your punctuality has been checked. How the person is punctual. First punctuality, then work. Quality of work or work assessment is there. You are the BTech students. BTech is a professional course, and after 4 years, you will be in some good company. So this is not something as been expected from you by the company. Okay. So always be in time. So see, spherical wavefront. As the name suggests, spherical wavefront means the wavefront will be in the form of the sphere. But the thing is that how it has been originated. It means spherical wavefront will be originated by the point source. So what is the source? The source is point source. Let us say this is a point source S. So this is the example. This is the spherical wavefront. This is the spherical or symmetrical in all directions. Okay. So this is the example of the spherical wavefront. S is the point source. S is the point source, and it is originating a spherical wavefront in the form of a sphere. And out. Shall we proceed for the next? Okay. Second is, this is the first. Second, cylindrical. Cylindrical means Cylindrical means the wavefront will be in the form of the cylinder. For example, tube light. For example, a tube light. The tube light wavefront can be treated as a cylindrical wavefront. Okay. So I will make the diagram of this. Let us say this is a point source. This is a line source S. This is a line source S. Okay, Rajiv?
Yes.
This is a line source S. This is a line source S. This is in the form of a tube light, just like this. The chalk is an example of the cylindrical wave. Cylindrical wave. In the form of cylinder. In the form of a cylinder. Okay? And out. And out. Cylindrical. And the last but not least is plane wavefront. So this is an example of the plane wavefront. In the form of the plane wavefront. Okay, and out. Okay, Gaurav?
So says
Yes.
plane wavefront.
Yes.
Source.
Like plane wavefront, plane wave. For example, the light that is emitting from the sun is treated as a plane wavefront. Actually, it is in the form of the spherical wavefront. Okay, this is the spherical wavefront. Okay, the light emitted from the sun is in the form of the spherical wavefront. Okay, but see, but the diameter is very large. The diameter is very large, so we can treat this portion as a plane wavefront. See, this is a plane. We treat it as a plane. So this is example of the plane wavefront. This example of the plane wavefront. Okay, I mean to say when the source of light is at very large distance. When the source of light is at a very large distance, it's called then we get a plane wave. The finest example is the sun. Finest example is the sun. Okay. सन से जो लाइट आती है किस फॉर्म में आती है? We are getting the wavefront from the sun in the form of the spherical wavefront. But the wavefront इतना बड़ा होता है, उसका diameter इतना बड़ा होता है कि we can take this portion or this portion as a plane wavefront. Plane means plane. I get my point. So this portion can be plane wavefront. So usually it is called that the wavefront from the sun is treated as a plane wavefront. But actually it is in the form of the spherical wavefront. Okay? Because the part of that spherical wavefront is treated as a plane. So these are the finest examples. This is for the spherical wavefront, this is for the cylindrical wavefront, and this is for the plane. Now please write a note. Write a note. The speed with which the wavefront moves outward. The speed with which the speed with which the wavefront moves outward. The speed with which the wavefront moves outward is called phase speed. It's called phase speed. It's called phase speed. Phase speed. Okay. Note number 2. The energy of the wavefront. The energy The energy of the wave travels in a direction. The energy of a wave. The energy of a wave travels in a direction normal to the wavefront. Normal to the wavefront. Okay. See, if this is a wavefront, then it is moving this direction. It means this is normal to this wavefront. Are you getting this point? Are you getting this point? Let us say this is wavefront, spherical wavefront. It is moving in this direction. So this is perpendicular to this wavefront. Actually, wavefront is moving means energy is moving. Wavefront is moving means yes.
The energy is traveling in the sea.
The energy of the wave travels in a direction normal to the wavefront. Normal to the wavefront. Are you getting my point? The first part. See, wavefront is moving means energy is moving, and this is the direction of the movement. This is the direction of the movement, and this direction is normal to. This direction is normal to. Okay, this direction is normal to the and out and out. Let us move for the next section. And A is proportional to 1 by R. Please write A is proportional to 1 by R. A is proportional to 1 by R. A is proportional to 1 by root R. 1 by root R, and A is equal to constant. That is for the spherical. That is for the cylindrical. And that is for the plane wave. That is for the plane wave. Okay. What is R? A is called amplitude, R is called a distance. A is called amplitude, R is called distance. A is called amplitude, R is called distance. So see, in the spherical it is inversely proportional. It is inversely proportional. But for the cylindrical it is square root of R. Square root of R. Okay. So it means here the amplitude decreases. Here the amplitude decreases. Let us say R is equal to 4. R is equal to 4. So this is 1 by 4, 0.25, and this is 1 by 4. 1 by 4, 0.25. So it increases basically. Increases 4 square 2, 1 by 2, 0.5. So it is basically increases. And for the plane wavefront, amplitude is constant. Amplitude is a constant. Okay. This is called a diverging spherical wavefront. Diverging spherical wavefront. Diverging. Okay. Diverging spherical wavefront. Diverge. Okay. Divergence means it is a diverging means the rays are expanding. Okay. And converging means it is meeting at a point. It is meeting at a single point. This is called a converging. Converging spherical wavefront. This is diverging. Okay. That is diverging spherical wavefront, and it is a converging spherical wavefront. All the rays are meeting at a one point. Here these rays are diverging from a one point to a different path. And for the plane wavefront, for the plane wavefront, This is a plane wave. This is the plane wave. Okay, simple. It's a diverging spherical wavefront. It's a converging spherical wavefront. It's a plane wave. Plane wavefront. Now I will start. We will start the Huygens theory. What's happening, Professor? Nothing. So you can make it like that. Right raise. समझ आ रहा है मैडम? Okay. Now this is very well-known theory, Huygens theory. You have not done. Please copy.
Okay, can you explain the rest part?
This one.
No, this one.
This is a plane wavefront. This is simple.
No.
Here the rays neither converge nor diverge.
Okay.
Okay. In the first example, these are diverging. In the second example, it is converging. Here rays neither converging nor diverging. The rays are moving in a parallel. Okay.
What about for cylindrical?
Cylindrical have a different, like this. I've already told you. So this is a line source. So this will be formed in the form of cylinder. The form of the cylinder. So this is a wavefront which is expanding in an order in the form of cylinder. In the form of a cylinder. In the form of a cylinder. Just like a tube light. Or we can take the example of chalk. Okay. These are the examples of expanding. Now Huygens theory. See, it is very important theory. What Huygens say, let us say this is a wavefront. Let us say, please try to understand. It's a wavefront. This is a wavefront. He says that every point of the wavefront will act as a source of secondary wavelets. Every point is a source of secondary wavelets. Okay, like this. This is some point. This is some point. Okay. Okay. So these are called secondary wavelets. These are called the secondary wavelets. Every point of this wavefront. This is the initial wavefront. Let us say this is AB. This is AB. AB is the initial wavefront, and every point, like this point or this point or this point, is a source of the secondary wavelets. These circles are called the secondary wavelets. Now we will draw a tangent. We will draw a tangent to all these new secondary wavelets. So the tangent to all these surfaces will give me the tangent of all these wavefront will give me a new wavefront. Will give me a new surface, and that new surface is called a new wavefront. And this new wavefront is called a primer. समझ आया? एक वेवफ्रंट है हमारे पास, एक वेवफ्रंट है, उस एक वेवफ्रंट का जो भी पार्टिकल्स हैं, ये जो पॉइंट्स हैं, ये पॉइंट्स क्या करते हैं? ये सेकेंडरी वेवलेट्स को एमिट करते हैं. ये क्या एमिट करते हैं? सेकेंडरी. बेसिकली इट इज एक्टिंग एज अ पॉइंट सोर्स ऑफ सेकेंडरी वेवलेट्स. सो दीज आर द सेकेंडरी वेवलेट्स. और उसके जब हम उसको मिलाती है, इसको बोलते हैं टेंजेंट. वी आर ड्राइंग टेंजेंट टू all the surface of new secondary wavelets, and the tangent to all this new secondary wavelets will give me a new surface. Will give me a new surface A prime B prime, and this surface, new surface A prime B prime is called a new. Similarly, the tangent to the backward this will also give me a new surface, and that will give me a backend of the this wavelet, this wavefront A prime B prime. But this wavefront is not considered because energy, we assume that energy is moving in the forward direction. Energy is moving in the forward direction. In the forward direction. Peter, are you getting this point? See, this is wavefront. This is wavefront, and every point of this wavefront, every point like this point, this. Okay, so this is a circle of radius. Let us say C delta t. This is a circle, and what is the velocity of wavefront? What is the velocity of wavefront? Speed of light. What is the velocity of wavefront? Speed of light. So there, the wavefronts are moving with the speed of light in the medium. Are you getting your point? In a free space. Are you getting your point? So this is a circle of radius C delta t, and when these points will act as a source of secondary wavelets, and when we are drawing tangents to all this secondary wavelets, so a new surface A prime B prime will be formed, and this new surface A prime B prime is called a new wavefront. Like if I want to okay, so this is A prime B prime, in short, this is AB, so this is B prime B. You can make it right. Okay? Okay? Are you getting this? So these are called secondary wavelets. These are called secondary wavelets means small waves. You can say secondary wavelets means this is the primary source. This is the primary source. From the primary source, we are getting the secondary wavelets. Okay, so these are called secondary wavelets, and we are drawing a tangents to all these secondary wavelets to give me a new wavefront A prime and B prime. And the velocity of the wavefront is the speed of light, and it is moving in this direction, in the forward direction. Okay. And energy is always a travel in the direction perpendicular to the plane, perpendicular to the wavefront. So see, this direction is perpendicular to this wavefront. Okay. So please write first point. Each point on the wavefront, 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 each point on the wavefront act like a center of new disturbance. Acts like a source of new disturbance. See, this is called a new disturbance. Okay, so that is how the disturbance will travel. Again, what will happen? It will again act as a wavelets. Okay. So again a new surface will be formed. Okay. Again new surface will be formed, and that will be a triple prime B triple prime. So that is how the wavefronts move in the forward direction. Are you getting the point? This wavefront will act as a source of secondary wavelets. It will give me a new wavefront. And again these points will act as a source of secondary wavelets and give me a new wavefront. So every point on the wavefront act as a new disturbance, center of new disturbance. Every point on the wavefront act as a source of new disturbance, new disturbance, new disturbance, emitting spherical wavefronts, emitting secondary wavelets, emitting secondary wavelets, emitting secondary wavelets, emitting secondary wavelets in the space with the speed of light, with the speed in all directions, with this space in all directions, with the speed of light, with the speed of light in that medium. Again, every point on the wavefront will act as a source of new disturbance, which is emitting a new secondary wavelets in all directions with the speed of light in that medium. Simple. Okay. The second point is this tangent is called envelope. This tangent is called a envelope. Envelope. Okay. This tangent is called this new surface is called A prime, B prime is called a envelope. Envelope or tangent, one and same thing. Okay. So second point is the envelope of surface. The envelope of the surface. The envelope of the surface. The envelope of the surface covering these secondary wavelets in the forward direction, give the position and shape of the wavefront at that instant. Okay, simple. Or you can write a note also. You can write note of just which the envelope of the surface covering these wavefronts. The envelope of the surface covering these wavefronts moving in the forward direction will give us a shape and position of the wavefront at that instant of time. Okay? Or you can write a note also. Please write. You will give us a position and shape of the wavefront at that point of time. At that point of time. Radhi, समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting all the things, Tapaspa?
Yes.
Boltzmann?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, you are sitting this. Yeah, actually I'm watching this. Live समझ आ रहा है? Peter?
Yeah, I want you to read it first.
First point is, see, this wavefront points, every point of these wavefronts will act as a source of secondary wavelets. Every point of the wavefront will act as a source of secondary wavelets, which is emitting in all directions. And what is the velocity of that wavefront? Speed of light. Okay. The second is the tangent of all this wavefront. Please write a note. The tangent of this wavefront will give us a new wavefront. Write a note. The tangent of tangent. What's the meaning of tangent? This is also like as a tangent. The tangent of all the secondary wavelets. The tangent of all the secondary wavelets give us a new wavefront. This A prime wavefront give us a new wavefront A prime wavefront. Any doubt till now? So now you have understood the idea of wavefronts. What is wavefront? What are the different types of wavefronts, and what is the Huygens theory? What is the theory proposed by the Huygens? In a one word, what is the if you want to take the essence of the Huygens theory, so what is the essence of the Huygens theory in one word? If somebody asks from you, what is the essence of the Huygens theory? What Huygens has proposed? The first one. In a one word, you can write Huygens simply proposed the idea that light, simple proposed the idea, the wave nature of light. Please write in a note. Huygens proposed the idea. This is a question of Viva also. Huygens proposed the idea about the wave nature of light. Okay. So he simply shows the wave nature of light. Okay. Huygens theory. Okay, light is behaving as a wave nature. Light behaves as a wave nature. And who proposed the wave nature of light? Huygens. In one word. This is the essence of the article of the today's lecture. Okay. From the Huygens theory. From the Huygens theory. Now, by taking this concept, his student Arthur Young, he had performed the experiment of interference. He performed the experiment of interference, and interference is an experiment which completely shows the wave nature of light. And he shows the beautiful interference fringes. Bright fringe, dark fringe, bright fringe, dark fringe. So that is nothing but intensity of light. So we will discuss the interference of light right now. So please, the next article is interference and superposition. Superposition of light. Interference means overlapping. Please write a definition of interference. The redistribution of energy. Yes.
On I guess if a question comes asking for that, I can do it. So I have to say which way.
States the postulates of the Huygens theory.
What?
States the postulates. You have to write these two postulates with the diagram. Diagram is the most important thing. See how the secondary wavelets will be formed and how basically energy is transferred from one point to the another. What is the direction of the energy? It is always perpendicular to the wavefront. Okay. So by this question will come. Okay, in 2 or 3 marks. So what is interference? Interference is a phenomenon of redistribution of energy. It's a phenomenon of redistribution of energy. It's a phenomenon of redistribution of energy. Redistribution of energy. And what is the law of conservation of energy? What is law of conservation of energy? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be transferred from one form to the another form. Now see, this is very important, and it is very important as far as the exams is concerned. Now I tell you the superposition of waves, superposition principle. See, this is the wave. This is how the wave propagates. This is called a crest, this is called trough, this is called a crest, this is called a trough. And down. And this is called a amplitude. This is called a amplitude. Amplitude is what's the meaning of amplitude? Amplitude is maximum displacement. Amplitude is the maximum displacement. And what is the definition of wavelength? Wavelength is the distance between the two consecutive crests or two consecutive trough. Okay. So superposition there is two kinds of superposition. One is constructive superposition Another is destructive superposition. Okay, this is one way. This is another crest, trough. See, constructive superposition will take place when C crest and crest, when crest of one wave will meet with the crest of the another wave, or trough of the one wave meet with the trough of the second wave. What will happen? What will happen? Constructive means maximum amplitude. So what will happen? The amplitude becomes a maximum. The amplitude becomes a maximum. Let us say this is A, this is A. So this amplitude will be 2A. This amplitude will be a 2A. राधे समझ आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
This is A, this is A. So this is supposed to be a 2A. And destructive superposition means when crest of one wave meet with the trough of the another wave. What will be happen? Dark fringe. This is the meaning. We are getting a bright fringe. Bright fringe. Bright fringe means maximum intensity. Bright fringe means maximum intensity. Maximum intensity. What's the meaning of intensity? If somebody asks in the light, intensity means amplitude square. I is proportional to amplitude square. Amplitude square. I is proportional to A square. I is proportional to A square. This is a definition that you must know. In the light, intensity means amplitude square. More the amplitude of the light, the more the light will be intense. And destructive means crest plus trough or trough plus crest. This will give me a dark fringe. This will give me a dark fringe. And dark fringe means minimum intensity. Dark fringe means minimum intensity. Dark fringe means minimum intensity. Crest plus crest, trough plus trough, bright fringe. Crest plus trough plus crest. I need C, T or T of C. Crest of this wave meet with this trough of this wave, or trough of this wave will meet with the crest of this wave, will give me a dark fringe. And dark fringe means minimum intensity. Okay. So actually what is happening? The energy it means the energy is transferred from here to here. Okay. I'll give you the final example. Let us say initially, let us say this is a screen. This is a screen. Initially the value of intensity is 10 at every point. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Uniform energy. Uniform value of energy. Okay. Uniform value of energy. But after interference, what will happen? What will happen? This 10 will be transferred to this 10. So this will become 20, 0, 20, 0, 20, 0, 20, 0. If you sum this, the total sum of this will be equal to the total sum of this. So actually what is happening? The energy of this point will be transferred to this point. Okay. So this 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 0, 20. Constant energy. 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 0, 20. 20 does not reduce to 19 or 20 does not increase to 21. So it means total energy is constant. Total energy is constant. So you know the meaning of redistribution of energy. Interference means we have simply redistribute the energy from one point to the another. Okay, and this 20 point is called a bright fringe. This is called a dark fringe. Okay, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark. Okay, bright means maximum intensity, dark means minimum intensity. Dark means if there is a light, that will act as a bright fringe. If there is no light, that will act as a dark fringe. If light is there, bright. If light is not there, dark. Bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark. fringes are forming on the screen. So this is the basically beauty of the interference experiment. So tomorrow we will do the experiment of Young double slit experiment. Okay, and this Young Arthur Young was a student of the Huygens, who used the Huygens idea about the wave nature of light and how these waves will get interfere to give this maximum intensity, minimum intensity, maximum intensity, minimum intensity, bright dark, bright dark, bright dark, and on the screen, and that we will see tomorrow. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for the session.